Hi, I'm Doug, and this is Retro Depot. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 100 Best Video Games Multicart for the NES. It's a 153 game multicart, and it's available for about $20 on eBay. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start up the NES. Okay, and this is the menu that we get. Right off the bat, I see a couple really good games. We have Adventure Island. We have Batman and Batman Returns, Bionic Commando, Blades of Steel, Blaster Master, great game, Bomberman 1 and 2, Bubble Bobble and Castlevania, Chip and Dale, Contra Force and Super Contra, Crystallis. So we got a lot of really great games just in the first two pages. We got Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3, Double Dragon 1 through 4, Dr. Mario, Duck Hunt, DuckTales 1 and 2, Excite Bike, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. We got the Flintstones 1 and 2, Friday the 13th, Galaga, Galaxian, Gargoyle's Quest, Ghosts and Goblins, Goonies 1 and 2, Gradius, Guardian Legend. I think this is actually, is it Kid Icarus? I can't remember. I never really played those games growing up, but I believe it's Kid Icarus. Anyways, Jackal. No, it's Kid Icarus, and then it's Ikari 1, 2, and 3. That's what it is. Crazy Creatures. I don't have any clue what that is. Kung Fu's a great game, though, if you can beat it. Life Force is a great game. Maniac Mansion. Mega Man 1 through 6. That's a really great additions to this cartridge. It's got Metal Gear, Metal Storm, Metroid, Might and Magic. That's a great game. I actually plan on doing a couple videos on the Might and Magic series. Really like those. Ninja Gaiden, or Gaiden, 1, 2, and 3. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, Paperboy, good game. Power Blade 1 and 2, Rad Racer, Rainbow Islands, Rampage, Ring King, River City Ransom, Russian Attack, Rygar, great game. Samurai Pizza Cats. Never heard of that one before. It does have Shadowgate on here, and The Silver Surfer, Skate or Die, my brother's favorite game growing up. Space Invaders, I'm sorry, Smash TV, Space Invaders. Looks like it also has, I forgot my audio's not plugged in. I'm going to plug that in real quick. Looks like a Spy Hunter, Super Spy Hunter, Star Wars, Star Tropics, Stinger, Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. It's kind of funny, they got number 26 right here, 126 as this, but if you go over to the next page, that's where the rest of the Super Mario Brothers games are. So kind of funny how they split it up like that. Tecmo Super Bowl, Turtles 1, 2, and 3, and Tournament Fighter. I believe that's Tournament Fighter. Terminator 1 and 2, Tetris 1 and 2, Time Driver Eon Man, Tiny Toon Adventures 1, 2, and 3, Totally Rad, Uninvited, Vice Project Doom, Willow, love Willow, Wily Light, No Rockbot. Now I believe that is kind of a almost like a Monopoly clone. You have to go around the board and buy up real estate, but then other people can build properties on your real estate, and then they have to pay you rent. It's kind of weird how that game works. I played it for about, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes one time, and it's pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie. Got Zelda 1 and 2, and then Zombie Nation. So Looks like a pretty good set of games here, so let's go ahead and go take a look at Adventure Island to start off with. So, as expected, we're, you know... So, to be honest with you, I never really played this game a whole lot growing up. I don't think I even owned it, to be honest with you. Played it kind of in passing. You know, I think a friend of mine may have had it once, and we played it a little bit just because it was something different from you know, our normal Excite Bike or, you know, WWF wrestling that we would normally play. So, but never really played it a whole lot. Alright, let's try something else. Okay, so, how about Batman? Batman's always a really good game. It's been a long time since I played it, though. Been a long time since I played this. I think it's probably been the 80s or 90s since I played this. Yeah, everything seems to be working great. So let's try something different. And if you hear that noise in the background, that's actually my 3D printer. I have a another project going. I do a lot of 3D printing. Bionic Commando, Blades of Steel. Yeah. Let's do Castlevania. Another great game. I didn't really play Castlevania a lot. I had to rent it growing up. I never could get my parents to buy it for me. So, my dad was more into buying me computer games and computer equipment. So, yeah, everything looks good with this. Yeah, everything looks good. This is quite a fun game. Really like it a lot. But let's play it for just a minute more. I want to go through a couple rooms and see if we end up running into any issues with, you know, it not loading on the next screen. I found that sometimes with these multi-carts, especially whenever you have some type of transition, it can cause problems. So, let's see what it does. So far, everything looks good, though. Yeah. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, let's let's take a look at the next set here. Okay. So, Willow, Zelda. I'm not going to play a game of Mega Man Monopoly. I don't think any of you want to see that. But, yeah, everything looks good. The only thing that I can say is the menu is a little bit quirky. Seems like sometimes it's a little bit difficult to navigate. But for the most part, it looks okay. Yeah, no complaints here. I think this was well worth the 20 bucks or whatever it was that I paid for it. You know, I think it was well worth it. Let's go ahead and just give it some Mega Man. You gotta have Mega Man in every video, I think. They even have a Mega Man on Sega Genesis. Whenever I do the review for the Sega Genesis Multicart, I may end up adding that just for that purpose. This was my favorite series, and it was my favorite series in pretty much every console that had it. I don't think you can really get better than this. It's one of those timeless games that no matter how many times you play it, you're perfectly okay with playing it again. There we go. Yep, absolutely love this game. Alright. So that's it for the NES Multicart. Everything seems to work. No complaints whatsoever. You know, as far as this this Multicart goes, I'm thoroughly satisfied with it. I've played it a little bit. I haven't really had a chance to play it a whole lot. Most of that's been due to work. But if you're looking for something as a Multicart for the NES and you don't want to invest in one of the larger, more expensive SD card you know, options, this is definitely a good option for you. It's not too expensive. I think it was $20 or $25. I'll put a link to the place I bought it in the comments section. It was stateside, and it only took, I kid you not, it took 2 days to get here. 2 days. So having said that, I was really happy to add this to my collection because I've got a pretty good collection of NES games. But who wants to wear out their original cartridge or risk having your NES have some type of power failure and destroying the cartridge itself? I'd prefer to play on some type of multi-cart like this, and I can use a NES that's kind of a backup if I need to. But like I said, I mean, this is just a really great game. For 20 bucks, you get 153 different games. That's the important part, is these are not the same games over and over again. Yes, they do have some games that are in series. For example, Zelda 1 and 2, Tiny Toon Adventures 1 and 2, Super Mario Brothers 1 through 3, Ninja Turtles, Tetris, the Star Tropics, Mega Man, several other series on here, and that's great, but they're not the same game like you get with a lot of the multi-carts, where it says it has 101 games in it, but it's actually like 15 distinct games and 20 other different versions of it. One will be version 1.0 or version 1.1. Why do I need 2 different versions of the same game? It's not that different. So that's the great thing about this cartridge. It actually is 153 different games. So if you're looking for a multi-cart, this is definitely the one to purchase.
That's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. The 100 Best Video Games is a truly great multi-cart for the NES. It does have 153 different games on it, which is much different than what you find with most multi-carts. Most multi-carts, like I said before, they're going to have 5 or 6 versions of the same game, or maybe not necessarily that many, but it's the same games repeated over and over again. You don't find that with this. So I hope you liked it. I hope you buy it if it's something that you're interested in. For 25 bucks, you really can't go wrong. Other than that, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button below if you like the video. Obviously, subscribe if you do want to see more videos like this. This channel is about vintage technology, video games, old computers, DOS games, do-it-yourself computers, old vintage computing from the late 70s, early 80s, even mid 80s, so to speak. So pretty much anything from about the mid 70s on to around the 2000s is what this channel is about. So again, if you like it, you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next week on Thursday. And again, if you want to see anything that's in between, check out the website. I post on there every single day. All right, thanks. We'll see you next week.